Hey y'all, welcome to Faith Budgets. On this channel I'll be posting videos about how I use the zero-based budget, sinking funds, cash stuffing, and savings challenges to pay off debt and save at the same time. If that's content that you're interested in, then please keep watching and definitely hit that subscribe button and join me as I try to reach financial freedom.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.
Welcome back to Cash Stuffing and Savings Challenges. This will be for the first week of October. I break it down into weekly cash stuffing, so this actually falls kind of like the second week of October, but as far as like for the budget with me for the bi-weekly paycheck, I did that video to go over how I mapped this out, so I'll link that here. That's the budget with me for the first paycheck in October. October is a regular month, so I'll just get 2 paychecks and won't be a magic month. And then I'll break it down into the weekly cash stuffing. So this will be for week 1. And this is the cash planning slip from Missy Money. I use her planner as well, and her wallet, her binders. If you're interested in any of her products, you can use the my discount code FaithBudgets10 and get 10% off. And that's linked down below in the description if you're interested in any of her products. And I'll just put that up here so that I can see which denominations I need when I get to that point. Let's go ahead and do the Bible trivia. Okay, who was the first prophet God established? Was it Joseph, Samuel, or Elijah? And I'll give you guys the answer at the end of the video. Welcome if you're new. My name's Holly. I am a zero-based budgeter, single income now, newly divorced, working on bi-weekly paychecks. I budget paycheck to paycheck after I do a monthly overview. I will link the October monthly budget overview here, where I go over the whole month of October and how I map it out, kind of like it's estimated guessing of what my pay will be on the I budget with the bottom dollar, the base pay that I would make. I don't count for any overtime yet. I do that later in the bi-weekly paycheck budget with me, after I know how much I'm bringing in. I am in Tennessee. I have 2 boys, ages 22 and 19. My oldest son just got married, and I finished up the I Do Savings Challenge with that, so now I'm moving on getting back into my 100 envelope challenge. Let's just go ahead and get started. This is my wallet from Missy Money. Let's unstuff the wallet first. I have already scanned all my receipts in to the Receipt Hog and Fetch Rewards app. 2 different apps. I scan the same receipt in each one, and then that adds up and I can accrue points or coins and cash those in for gift cards or cash back. So I have those already scanned in. I'm going to have quite a bit of money left here this week, I believe, because I was in Florida, so I did not use a lot of my wallet money. I used my vacation money. So I'll have some extra, and I'm just going to roll that over into the savings challenges. So last week I don't think I had any at all, so this will kind of make up for that. So in groceries, I had $20, $40, $50, $55, $60 left. We'll put that there for the savings challenges. Gas, $20, $40, $45, $50, $50 left in gas. Eating out, $20, $40, $60. Yes, $60 in eating out. Giving was empty. Shopping, $20, $40, $50, $60 in shopping. And that was for 2 weeks cash stuffing. I stuffed for 2 weeks. So medications I'm going to leave and roll over. Miscellaneous, $20, $40, $50, $60 in miscellaneous as well. And then that's the spent envelope. So that is all for unstuffing. Let's see how much we had. That's quite a bit. But I'm just going to take advantage of it and save it. Ooh, I don't think I've ever had this much. Especially since this was a 2-week cash stuffing because I was out of town. So I stuffed more than I usually do. I combined both of my weekly cash stuffings. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. Ooh, 290. Ooh, I can do some on my 100 envelope challenge. I can maybe knock out some of those bigger ones. Yes, that's exactly what I'll do. So we'll do that at the end. after we cash stuff the wallet, the variable spending in the wallet, and the sinking funds binders. And then when we get to the savings challenges, I'll add that at the end. So first up now, let's go back to stuffing the wallet. We'll do groceries, and it's going to get $150. So 100, 20, 40, 50. Now in groceries, we'll start over. And then gas will get 70. Oops. 20, 40, 60, 70 now in gas. Because I used my vacation envelope to fund all the things I was doing throughout the week last week. So that counts for that, and I didn't have to use the money in here. So worked out really good. And like if I had went over and I didn't have enough money in my vacation envelope, then I could have pulled from this. So it's a little bit of a buffer, I guess you could say. Eating out is going to get 40. 220s there. Then we have giving, gets 15. Whoa, I'm throwing it around. Then we have shopping, which will get 30, 20, and a 10 for shopping. Medications will get 35. So now in medications, $20, $40, $60, $70, $80, $90, $100, $10, $15, $20, $25. $125 in medications. So that's pretty good. We'll just leave that there. Then we have miscellaneous, 30. And that's all for the wallet. There's the spent envelope again. So we are finished with the wallet. It is done for the week. We'll set that to the side, and now we'll move on to the sinking funds. First up, we'll do the spending binder, the spending sinking funds. This is dashboard from my Etsy shop, Faith Rooted Designs. If you're interested in some motivational fall and winter collection, I have those available now on my Etsy shop. Alright, so let's move on. First up in spending will be Sam's Club. So Sam's will get $10. So now in Sam's, 10, 20, 30. $30 for Sam's. Then we have self-care, it's going to get $60. $60 there. Let's see, we're going to add it to it though. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 205. So 205 in self-care. That's good. I'm going to have a hair appointment coming up. Gifts is just going to get 5 this week. One of my nieces, the youngest one, her birthday's coming up in October, mid-October. So 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 105. So 105 now in gifts. I don't know what I'm getting her yet, though. She will be turning 6. So she's not to the point where she just wants money. So I'm going to buy her something. I just don't know what yet. I've got to run and get that this weekend. So gifts is done. Now we do car maintenance. It's going to get 10. Whoa. Car maintenance now has 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75. So 175. Now in car maintenance. Next up is, we're going to skip home maintenance. We're going to go to entertainment. That's just like for weekend fun or weekly things. Not like a vacation, but just those little things that I might need some money for to do. Going somewhere with my sisters or with my friends or just myself. So 20, 40, 60. That's going to play into, I'm going to use that for like fall events. Say, there's a hot air balloon festival coming near us. And then there's like, different fall festivals and things like that might come up during the fall time of the year, and even like Christmas things too. So I'm going to use this money for those things too. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So 135 there. All right, and then rent is just going to get 10 because I didn't have any overtime, but I wanted to at least put something there. That's rent, could be for anything, moving fees, rental, if I decide to rent, whatever that might be. So 1,000 is in the Ally High Yield Savings Account. 1,000, 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 400, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40. 1,440 in there. Still don't know what I'm going to do yet. I would like to buy, if the timing's right, if there's something available that fits what I need, what I want. So we'll just see when that time comes. Still no offers on the house yet. Okay, next up is the short-term sinking funds. And this one is going to be first up memberships. Memberships will get 15. So now we'll see what we have in here. So now in memberships, we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 300, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55. 355? Nice. I do have some of those coming up, though. That's a combination of different memberships all in one. Now, insurance premiums, it's going to be $10. That's for my car insurance to try to build up to get that discount. 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 10, 15, 20. 220? Yes, 220 in insurance premiums. Then we have car tags, and it's just going to get a 5 this time. I did just get my tags renewed, so we're starting over. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. 45 now in car tags. Okay, so that's all in the short term. Now we'll move on to long term. I think there was just one in here. One. Emergency. Oh, Christmas. That's what it was. Christmas, and it's just going to get 10. I've got to focus on this a little bit heavier. When my next overtime check, I'll try to put some more in here. 500, 600, 700 in Ally High Yield Savings Account in the bucket labeled Christmas. So 700, 20, 40, 60, 80, 800, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. So 850 now total in Christmas. Alright, so that's all for long term. Now, let's do the savings challenges. First up, we always do the 52-week challenge because we know that one's the easy one. We know how much we're saving. And we are on week 41, so that's going to be $45. I roll up to the nearest 5. So let's go over here to 41, and we'll get $45. 20, 40, and 5. Alright, let's color in 41 here. Closing in on this one. It's going to be... And I don't know, I was thinking what I might do with this one. I don't know. I may put money from this to add into my insurance premiums so that I can get that discount. Okay, I'm back. 52-week challenge now is done. We've done the week 41 there, so that one's done. Now we'll move on to the 12-month savings challenge because we know how much we're allocating for that one. I love this dashboard every time I see it. It's so cozy. It's getting a little bit chilly here in Tennessee. I did fix some tortilla soup today, and it was yummy. I like fixing that in the winter time. So that's in one of the other dashboards from the fall and winter collection. All right, so now we are over into October. This will be the first week of October. No, second one that we're stuffing for this. So we're going to color in 10 more of these. They're $4. We're going to color in for $40 worth. So this is the 10 Commandments. This is the 12-month savings challenge from my Etsy shop, Faith Rooted Designs. Each monthly symbol is a symbol from the Bible, just to kind of keep it Bible themed. And now we're on 10 Commandments for October. So we got $40 there. Let's color in 10 of these. Let's get the gray, and we'll color these in.
You ain't got enough of this fever, I know, I know. Nothing would remain and you don't wanna go, so go. Cause you're picking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you up, meet you at the end. Don't you know what happens to dreams you don't follow? They crumble. You know I can't stay. What you're getting so hollow. So go. Cause you're taking your pace. No time to wait.
Okay, so that finishes up this week for October. I did bump it up, so I'm going to be saving $200 a month now till the end of the year. Well, I mean for October for sure. I'll probably keep it the same in November if everything goes okay with it being this way. Because I was just doing $1 and saving $50. But now that I'm finished with the I Do Savings Challenge for my son's wedding, I'm able to put maybe a little bit more each month into these. So that's it for the 12-month savings challenge. Now, I had allocated 20 for the 100 envelope, but then I had this money for my wallet, so let's see what we have. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 310. So 310 there. So let's see what we can do. High dollar with these high amounts here in the 100 envelope challenge. Let's go ahead and knock as many of those out as we can. As you can see, I hit the ones up here at the top that were small amounts, but let's do these down here. So let's for sure do the 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And let's move on over here. Get this one knocked out. Ooh, this feels so good to get these big ones done. I may not ever get a chance to do this again. So 100 is done. Whoops, can't color it through that. Let's color in the 100. Now, let's see, 99. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but let's see. I may have to just do another 100 and round up. What do you guys think? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Yeah, may just do it like that, and we'll just have a few extra dollars at the end. That'll be fine. So 99 is done. That coloring job was awful. Now let's see the next one. 20, 40. What'd I do? 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100. We'll just do that again, and we'll do 100 there as well. And I may condense these down. I think I've got some money in my spent envelope. I'll go back in here in a little bit and condense those down. 98 is done. Knocked out those 3. Awesome. Okay, so now what we'll do, I have $10, but the 10 is done, already selected, so I will just save this for the next time. So I'll just put that there for next week, and whatever I have left over in my wallet, or if I have any allocated for specifically left over from my budget, I can add that to it, hopefully. It may take a couple weeks to get one of these bigger ones, but we'll see. But that's awesome to get those filled in down there. Alright guys, let's finish up. That is it for the cash stuffing and savings challenges for the first week of October. I hope everybody's had a great week getting ready for the fall things coming. It's getting a little bit cooler here in Tennessee, so we are loving this fall weather. It's not too bad. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, hanging out with me. Thanks for commenting, liking, subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, and be on the lookout for the Bible study. I'm working on those. I'm trying to get a few recorded and up and running, and just to make sure that I'm going to be consistent with it. And then it's a 365-day chronological reading plan, so I want to kind of get a few under my belt and get those saved and edited and ready to go. So hopefully I'll have those ready to start, adding soon. Oh, and I gotta do the trivia. I think I put the card up. So the trivia was number 31. Who was the first prophet God established? Was it Joshua, Samuel, or Elijah? Samuel is the first man identified as a prophet in the Bible. He led Israel between the period of Judges, 450 years, and Kings. And there is the references in 1 Samuel, Judges, and 1 Samuel again. So that's the references there for that. And that's it, guys. That's all for this video. The next one should be another weekly cash stuffing, because I get paid bi-weekly. So I have already done the first week budget with me for the first paycheck in October, so that'll cover 2 weeks. And then we will we'll do another cash stuffing. So that'll be the next video. So I'll see you guys then. But until then, I hope you find blessings in all the little things. Thanks, guys.